Hi. So a while ago I bought an oscilloscope. It's right here. Okay, so there is the oscilloscope. It's the Kiprim DS1202. If you look it up on Amazon, it's that cheap, and no one managed to get the software running on the PC. Now I did. Let me show you why. Let me run a LSSD. Now you would see a 01 PDS D6062T oscilloscope. Now that's telling you something already, but let's get even more creative and get to, you must make sure that you're set to PC. You could also set it to USTMC, which is also interesting because if you rerun the same command, you will find out that it's just an 01 oscilloscope. Interesting. The 01 website, and I downloaded the PC software for DSO, which includes the PDS series that we saw before in the output right up here. There it is. PDS 6000 is PDS series. Now I downloaded this and put it on a thumb drive and transported it over to this here old pile of crap. And if I install it there, and then I use the device manager, and yeah, it's re-enumerating, oscilloscope. Okay, now this is tempting to use because it says oscilloscope, but don't. Go over to utility and set it to PC if you want it to work on PC, and you should see, it's re-enumerating. And there is libUSB Win32 devices and USB device. Like, if you haven't already installed the driver, it would just show up as some random unrecognized thing, and then you would do like a update driver and look up on the computer, and then make sure that you use the driver from the 01 installation. Here's the thing, you could use the 01 software because it says conveniently oscilloscope instead of just DSO, but don't. If you use the oscilloscope software and you try to connect the scope, it will crash. Instead, you will have to use the DSO software instead. Oh well, let me just show you how it crashes. Now, you see automatically check USB, checked it, and you can go to the port settings and check that. Yeah, it recognizes it, no problem. Let's maybe do images, and I conveniently created a folder called scope test where I will put all my stuff, and keep getting stuff. And as you see, there's absolutely zero happening. And if you try to remote control it, there is zero happening. And here's the scope. And like, let me do this. Well, that's not good. Let me unplug the probe. Well, that's not correct either. Let me rotate, Beulah. This is what happens if you use the 01 software with the Kiprim scope. Trap for young players. Now, reset that bugger. Okay, now it's running again, and let me plug in the thingy here. Yeah, now you see there is a thing, and it's obviously working again. And now let's move to the Kiprim software with the 01 driver, mind you, and there you go. Also, automatically check USB, and it found it, apparently. Also, it found it, and let's go to image here. Also, it recognized the folder, and keep getting now. You see there's a progress bar down there, and it opened the image. Excellent. Different setting on the scope. I will adjust the volts per diff. And yeah, obviously it does something. Let me do the same with the time base. Yep, that obviously does something. Just out of there. This is all nice and dandy, but you can do better. You can remote control it. But only if you're not doing a data download for whatever reason. Yeah, and it often enough crashes. And remote control that. And there it is. Now let me go to the start stop button and switch over to the scope screen and let me click it. You see that turn from green to red. Let me click it again. Yeah, turns back to green and back to red and back to green. Okay, you get the point. Now let me show you something interesting. There is a AG. I guess this is a waveform generator. Don't be fooled, it doesn't work. But otherwise you can do pretty much everything you would think you can do, like maybe you want to turn on channel 2 for whatever reason, and channel 2, yeah, works.